Breaking news. Governor Olurotimi Akeredolu vows to deal with suspected Fulani herdsmen over attack in the state. Hello, my wonderful people. We all saw what happened in Ondo State. We'll be bringing you up to speed where Fulani herdsmen, because they know how strict Akeredolu has been on them and how he has been going about to ensure that nobody, okay, takes, Ondo State for a ride. I mean, this governor is one of the governors who is working tirelessly with Amutekun as security outfits to see to it that Ondo is safe. And what happened, what led to this attack being able to occur was because Nigerian army all of a sudden withdrew their personnel from all the correction centers. If you say prison, you are not wrong. And when Akeredolu heard the reports, it was like a bit of a shock. Why will Nigerian army, without any communication, all of a sudden withdraw all security personnel, all the army from the prison centers, the correction centers, if you like to say that? And Akeredolu was like, this could lead to, prison break and could cause a lot in the state. Immediately, he deployed Amutekun there, the police. And so, you know how many correction centers are in Ondo State, and all that. And so, the Amutekun were not evenly distributed. That was why they were able to go into this, this community. So this is what this is what Akeredolu is saying. Ondo State Governor Olurotimi Akeredolu has vowed to deal with suspected Fulani herdsmen who attacked the Molego community in Otosa local government area of the state. It was reported how suspected Fulani herdsmen attacked the Mologo community on Thursday night over the refusal of the villagers to allow the herdsmen and their cattle to feed on their farm land. The herdsmen killed 3 persons and blazed down the community, leaving villagers fleeing their homes and scrapping for safety, while their properties were destroyed by the suspected Fulani attackers. Akeredolu visited the community on Sunday in company of the Commissioner of Police, Oyeyemi, the commander of the Amutekun Corps, Akonga Taju Adeleye, and some members of the State Executive Council. During the visit, the governor commiserated with the families and the communities over the death of their loved ones, vowing this will not go unpunished, to deal with the perpetrators accordingly, saying this cannot be condoned. We will make sure that we get them for them to understand never to come here in future. The state is not their state. They cannot come here and commit evil and walk away. Akeredolu condemned the attack in Mologo community with a strong voice. I commiserate with you when the death of your loved ones. May their soul rest in peace. No government will be happy with this kind of development. No, not at all. But you have to be prepared. These herdsmen are becoming too problematic. Everyone can no longer sleep. And so we must deal with them accordingly. We must deal with them with the language they understand. We must not allow them to see the light of day. If they come into Ondo State, that will be the end. We will deal with them accordingly. They will go behind bars, and anyone who prove more difficult will be dealt with the full route of the law. This we will not relent on. Both the police and Amutekun have briefed me on what is going on, and we heard of your boldness and your courage, and we will continue to ensure your safety. You can go back home as we have put structures in place. The armies have returned to the correction centers, and Amutekun and the police will be properly deployed. So you see what happened. Nigerian government refused to do the needful. Nigerian government refused. Okay, they refused to assist the people like they really should, which is terrible. I can assure you, really terrible. All of a sudden, they woke up one morning and all security personnel, we are gone. All of a sudden, they woke up one morning. You remember also in Ondo State, because Akeredolu is really, working alongside, the Amutekun Corps. Some people are not happy, and guess what? The unhappiness is not from. It's not just from Ondo State. The unhappiness is from the top, from the federal level. Some people are very, very angry, very, very angry. Okay, that Olurotimi Akeredolu is working with Amutekun to curb insecurity. They did not inform him. They just left the correction center. They just left. So in the heat of the moment, because this could lead to jailbreak, the governor quickly deployed, Amotekun Corps immediately to those correction centers, Amotekun place, so you can understand the uneven balance, in protection of lives and property. And so they saw a weak moment, so to say. And this is why Buhari had an interview. And the first thing he said, no, 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 no more policing. So if you want to ask the question, is it that Buhari is really happy with what is going on, or there is something we don't know that we need to know? Honestly, because why would you want to take away the opportunity, the substance, that is bringing a bit of security? We know ultimately it's God that protects, yes, but the occurrence and what these Fulani herdsmen are doing is unimaginable. You went to a community, blaze it down. Ha, ha. I mean, blaze it down conveniently. And from the federal level, there is no discussion at all on that ground. It's as though business as usual. Because they are Buhari's kingsmen, you see. They are his brothers. So he does not want anything to happen to them. He will say nothing. You speak, he will tell you to go and live at peace with your neighbor, like he told Governor Otom, the governor of Benue State, that he should go and settle himself and live at peace with his neighbors. Excuse me, what neighbors? When you have killers around you, you call them neighbors. And when he was asked about the activities of the Fulani herdsmen, guess what your president said? Your president said, I do not know what you are talking about. The Fulanis, I know, they carry sticks. But there are reliable information. There are evidences. Okay, so because talk is cheap, and you cannot solely rely on talks to make an informed judgment. Yes, in the court of law, there is what we call evidences. Yes? Okay. There are evidences beyond reasonable doubt that these people are carrying out these atrocities. What are you doing about it? Exactly what are you doing about it? Rather, the president is not really bothered. On a more serious note, because in his heart, if really truly they start profiling them and start looking at them as criminals, the unfortunate thing there is that innocent people will get hurt in the whole process. That's the truth. The ones that are, you cannot say all the Fulani race. You can't say all of them. You can't say all of them are criminals. But it's just that the bad eggs have destroyed the good ones. And so if judgment is to be passed that, they are allowed to deal with them, the bad ones will go with the good ones. So that's where the check and balance lies. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.